Hello. Is everyone ready to get medieval up in here? I think it's like medieval-ish, medieval adjacent. Yeah. I've heard it a lot described by it's by okay, so one of my favorite publishers published it. And this company, I know you're not supposed to have a favorite publisher because publishers are the devil and they steal all the money from the people who make the games or whatever. But I feel like this publisher, from what I've heard, they're usually pretty good and like give their creators really good terms. And most of the games they publish have been Heat. They published Norco. So they put that on my radar. I gotta think that's kind of a W. But they also published this game, and it's been described as the medieval version of like another game I've played. So I would assume if I like that, I shall like this. And I was watching someone play it a little bit, and it does definitely seem like I will like it. So, oh, that's it. Yep, that's just it. Over here yapping and can't hear me. It was like turned off for some reason. Like there's like 800 places it can be turned off at. So that doesn't make it, but it's because I had to record that thing last night. So I had changed some stuff and didn't realize. I just had the brain realization that that's what that was, like why it was like that. Yeah, it was when I switched scenes. So this scene, the audio was set up differently. Okay, anyways. Spending time on the Darrowian. Oh my god, Darrowian. I want to say Darwinian. No, it's not. That's not. Let's not say Darwin. Darrowian. Okay. Yeah. I'm really thinking about like that Miley Cyrus quote where it's not always about the journey, it's about reaching the destination. Or whatever she says. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's not about reaching the journey, it's about the destination. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Anyways, the strange history of blah blah blah. I don't want to be a historian. Crowd pleaser. Now we're talking. Inevitably, you ended up with the wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Little weirdo. You're gonna tell me I should play as this one. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You were a novelty to them, the boy who would do anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. 3 charisma? I don't know. 2 wisdom plus 1 charisma. Your friends as Gelist activist. Your friends soon introduced you to the rebellious belly of Norvik. As a teenager, you spent years spreading chaos and worse, dwarf propaganda. Let me get a propaganda of those propaganda at those titties. Am I right, brothers? That would have been a lot better if I didn't fuck it up when I said it the first time. Oh my god, I keep rolling backwards. Ah! I've got my feet behind my wheels. Where I don't roll backwards. After your arrest, there wasn't much arguing about it, blah blah blah. You really ever only prayed for that one thing during those lonely years, but the gods did not answer, so you learned to manage, as always. Your knack for scribing got you a promotion to the clerical duties. Picked out of the ranks, you quickly showed deep devotion to your divine city. Joining the towers is an honor bestowed upon you. It is also a terrible challenge, even for you. Who'd have thought lectures were so draining? Alright. Arcane Prodigy. How many of these are there? Oh my god. Okay. I'm not reading all these out loud. I kind of like the Apprentice one, and then I could also just put the stats into Charisma myself. Let me read the description of this game. I don't even know what the fuck I'm playing. Esoteric Ebb is a single-player CRPG inspired by the freedom of tabletop adventures. Unravel a political conspiracy with your goblin sidekick. Roll dice in tense encounters, become a cleric of legends, or completely ruin the campaign. That didn't really give me more insight to, like, the narrative of it all, but... Fuck it, we ball. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And then I'm gonna stat this up. It will get it a +1. And I get to choose 2 proficiencies, so I'll be proficient in that and proficient in that. So I get to be pretty, like, tanky, all things considered. So I get everything to not be a minus. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to be really smart, or do I want to yap a lot? Or do I want to even it out and be smart, like, kind of yap, kind of strong? I don't know. I might take a small hit in this and then do that. Struggle with this one. I like how it's already talking about how silly. Oh. Pure unadulterated ego. Oh my god, this is reason the see, I didn't know I was gonna run into a character creator. I wasn't prepared. I always get stuck on this. Alright. We're going with it. We're going with it. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. A slow cleric lost in the hustle, albeit one with incredible conversational skills. Complete your quest in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices, and remember to always play the winning side. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time. Chris. And only 8 dexterity? Don't try to steal anything, okay? Aw. Thank you, Chris. I hope I enjoyed the game, Chris. Truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? Ragan. Your name is Ragan. Ragan. Doesn't sound right. Of course not, for you are the cleric. So this is like my inner voices talking to me from different perspectives. This is also how Disco Elysium is. So if you're wondering what the fuck this is going on, this is like there are many wolves inside of you and they all have different opinions about how you should go about things. So my intelligence is telling me this, my strength is arguing with my intelligence. Please stop yelling that all the time. Hey, respect the helm. What? You're often referred to as a cleric, so my name is... I don't want that to be my name. I'll be quiet. You say nothing. Another question from the darkness. Occupation. Look around. Didn't you have a job? Something really important? Your class. Lower class. Not sure any answer is good here. Well, I'm not awful at everything. You know what? I'll just say it. Probably shouldn't say that out loud. Putting yourself down is not a great way to get people to love you. Wait, T. Unless you're very manipulative about it. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. A tea shop exploded? Unfortunately, yes. That's not good. I like tea shops. They are lovely, yes. You may ruminate further on tea shops at a later date. Thank you, Wisdom. To find the Goblin Chieftain, is that right? You know it to be true. And like it animates all the things talking to me. I already like this so much. Wait, should I move my big eye head? My big eye head. I could be over here, maybe. Perchance. No reply, no feedback. What is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. Oh my god, my phone's gonna fall. No! Let me recalibrate my sheets. Mogging right now. Okay. The National Party, I'm not being part of anything that calls itself the National Party. Okay, I'm not apolitical. We're not gonna fucking say that. I don't know what the Free Striders are. I'm not a fucking nationalist. Asgalist. I don't know any of these words. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. Just say whatever you think will be the most useful to you. And I think you know exactly what that is. I mean, freedom sounds good. I should be in charge as a God King Wizard Lord. I'ma just say nothing again. Silence and golden when it comes to politics, at least. No, it's not. Speak your truth. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? I fell into divinity. She took me whole. I died when she died. When he died. Wait, this eats. Oh, this eats down. I love the way it looks. Just catching this vibe right now. That's me. I'm Esoteric Ebb, I think. Ooh. Was that a shrimp? I thought I was dead. In Disco Elysium, you aren't dead. You're just such a bad alcoholic that you wake up with, like, severe memory loss. And you're trying to not let everyone around you know that you can't remember anything because it's embarrassing. Gracious. What stuff? Your hands start around your pouch and uniform. Panic. Sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. Wait, what's this about a quest? Oh yes, a quest. You're on a quest to save the city. Interact with highlighted words, receive a glossary entry, same as Disco Elysium. Earth be blessed. Save the city? Yes, save it from the jaws of democracy. Is that something you need to be saved from? Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. The quest was given yesterday. Remember, the tea shop. The tea shop? Yep, the tea shop that blew up. That tea shop. Until the election, duh, which is in 5 days. The patriarch was very clear. Handle the tea shop before election day. You must honor this request and complete this quest. Okay. More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. There's also bullshit politics involved here. You'll love it. And I think about this first. Time is limited. It's just a lot to... You feel dizzy. The weight of the Earth Guard uniform, a dull pain takes hold. Your body aches, its contents rotting. You must consume an apple. Now! There are many apples here, and corpses. If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer you unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. Uh-huh. As you do, your fingers touch upon cold steel. It is covering your entire head. Colloquially known as a helmet. Can I take it off? No! I wouldn't do that. Like ripping off your own face. Not a good idea. Not yet. Can't wait until you do. Okay, thank you. So am I dead? And the voices in my head don't want me to know I'm dead? The Great Mountain of Apples. Yeah, I see that. The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. This light blue and tattered, and it was once yours. An Earth Gourd cloak add-on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you can still use it. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Bring out the water. The filthy liquid falls to the floor on the stony chamber. It is still quite wet. Bring out the water. No. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. Gods, I can fit so many items in this thing. Yes, you are very lucky. These are like 1,000,000 crowns on the market. The kind of magic can go upwards of 10,000 crowns. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It is property of the state, treated as such. Why is my strength inner voice a fascist? I want to be strong. Why is strong being equated with fascism? Equipping items to my honor. Yeah. Gotcha. Wait, what the fuck? How do I eat it? Oh, like that. Nice. Okay, are you a zombie? This is a reanimated corpse. Should I defeat the zombie? Yes, that is only just. Undead are now not to be allowed in Norvik. Guy's not harming anyone. Honestly, he's probably a more productive member of society than you. No offense. He does not respond. I think I should really just, like, hammer in the fact that everybody should vote for me. Yeah, I mean, he's minding his business. I'm not gonna attack him for that. That ain't got shit to do with me. Yeah, I know all this. Oh yeah, period. There's something strange here. This is no regular gentle repose. Look close, but do not move the corpse. Lean in, look closer. Harsh scars cover the skin. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker litter his skin. Cause of death appears to be not directly visible. No blunt trauma either. There's also a marking on the right leg, a circle with a cross inside it. You recall that is the mark of a potential revivification. Oh, right, this guy can be revived? Seems so. He most likely died during care. It was granted immediate gentle repose. However, he clearly did not have an RF, a revive fund, nor did he have family members with enough ready cash. Or perhaps he was just an unlikable fellow. Who knows? Potentially, yes. Although the question is more akin to why should you? A third level spell slot is a valuable resource. Why waste it on some blue collar corpse? That's terrible. If you can, always save a life or bring it back. That is always the right choice. Of course it isn't, ignoring the fact that you cannot simply spend your power on any old fool. There are also a million outcomes to a resurrection that could lead to a negative outcome in the world, despite your good intentions. Good intentions build a better world. Perhaps in your foolish alignment system, but not in reality. Just a man, a dead man, an honorable dead man. Why is he here? This is a morgue, a lich house, clearly. Okay, we'll leave that at that. Trifling. I mean, I guess I'd GTFO then. Wait, I had another apple. No, I'm not gonna eat the incense. I have a feeling that there's shit over there, but like... Runes fill your senses as you approach. The color's faded, the monument is hollowed, void of all life and divinity. Indeed. Yet, you are very much aware that this is not the worst you'll see. You have to fight hard to keep Earth's dream afloat. The city is lost, but it is not yet lost. Okay. To what exactly? I'll think about it. You may pray as you wish. You feel small. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Oh. Ilum the Minder. Ilum the Minder was an elven goddess, builder of an army, a cult, and a way of life in Ascani. Not precisely. The gods do not usually grant divine interventions for minor injuries. You think they care? If you want healing, you have to do it yourself. With the power channeled through Earth? Yes. Come on, is it really channeled? The guy's dead, faded, gone. Not now. Interesting. I thought it was gonna, like, let me choose which god since we just talked about that. Oh, he's got a wisdom tooth on him. Ow. He bit me. You're in his mouth? I just want him to move out of the way, but I don't want to attack him. Guess we'll leave. I think so as well. Sorry. I missed some doink. Some doink. Sorry. I missed some doink. Some doink. Bro, why can't I just hear myself? What the fuck? Biskin, local mortician. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On top of the paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. Great Perch. These are official documents of the city. Great Perch, the drake-like sea creature found along River Torna. Earth was known to tame these creatures, and eventually the Great Perch became the symbol of his great city. That is the Great Perch of Norvik. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I am Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there's anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you. I woke up below. Yes, I know. Why? He puts down his pen. I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? Those fishermen who brought you here certainly thought so. Not that I blame them, you weren't exactly in prime condition. They caught you in their net, believe it or not. Oh, such a strange tale. Not a river, the river. I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstad? There are 7 bridges over River Torna connecting Tolstad to the rest of the city. Tolstad, a sprawling island fortress and one of 5 districts in the city. It's in the middle of River Torna, home of Jor's Pillar, a sprawling tunnel network, and Waterlane, the greatest trade hub in Askani. You are on Tolstad right now. Perhaps there is an esoteric explanation to all of this. Perhaps you would know, cleric. Where can I find these fishermen? He ponders your question. I did not ask for names, sorry to say. But perhaps Waterlane? That's just a guess. The largest trade port. It's a dwarven place. Lots of boaters hang out there. Either that or the local tavern. I hope you find them. I have some other questions, I think. Failure. Yeah, I don't even know why I tried that. That's not even possible. I'm stupid. I didn't see that it needed 30. I can't even roll 30 wisdom right now. Oh, how quaint. Sure, why is it there? Closely connected with the city below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. However, I still have to take this up with Lady Sageleaf. I pay good crowns for HWBT protection. You don't seem very alarmed about this. A stray undead creature will cause no trouble here. A couple of upstairs, isn't that right, Ost? Yes, master. Great to have that cleared up. I have some other questions. Shoot. You called me cleric. I did, yes. Because you are a cleric. Don't make an ass of yourself. Too late for that. I am the cleric. Good for you. An example of that sarcasm thing mentioned before. Your purpose is here. You serve the city as a cleric of the river. What type of cleric are you? Yes, if you're a clergyman, you might run a congregation for a local religion or deity, holy men on a holy mission. Then there are clerics of the bureaucratic variety, city officials speaking for the religious state. Rules are meant to be broken. You're not some stiff councilman. You, however, must be an arcane cleric. No, I am the chosen one. Palemus hasn't pondered your response. Chosen for what? To save the world. What a good person you are, cleric. One step at a time towards total domination and justice. Good luck with that. So what do you know about spellcasting? Quite a bit. How do I get more spells? Two ways. You can spend time learning them, drafting pages out of the palace archives or the Great Library in the tower, since you obviously would have some access to that. However, I don't believe you have time for either of those options, so I would suggest the other route. What's that? Spell scrolls. Right, scrolls with spells in them. Indeed. I am. Strike heroic pose. I wanted to actually see myself strike a pose. I'm sad. Uh... I try casting and uses dead. He stares at you. A glare. Waste of a spell slot, I'm afraid. You believe him. Ominous. Who the hell is this guy? I don't know where to go. Your shaky voice makes you sound positively fortivlad. Fortvivlad. Dwarvish word, meaning desperation, anguish, hysteria, brought from into pain. I don't mean to tell you what to do, cleric, but there's a certain woman that our local goblin chieftain is waiting for you. Lady Miska Sageleaf is her name. She is down in the Goblin Garden. Quite famous. She leads one of the 3 goblin tribes exonerated by Earth after the conquest. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with that one. The goblins live in a garden? Well, not quite. You'll see when you get there. And what do you do? Make sure to pay your respects. Lady G. Sageleaf is a powerful ally. I'll even go so far to call her de facto lawkeeper here on this island fortress. You may find her at the southern tip of Tolstad. Did I have any weapons on me? No, I'm afraid. They must be at the bottom of River Torna. Damn, you'll have to pick up something new. Maybe a warhammer? Good, you do not need arms in this city. You need heart. Oh, shut up. A good blade can make anyone speak. Blood belongings. Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. A peculiar voting card. Every party had been marked on it. I'm assuming it's yours. Yeah, sorry, I'm indecisive. The pale man ignores your comment. Like, is he a vampire? Like, is that what the tea is here? I asked Oz to lay surviving pages of your spell to dry over there, he says and points across the chamber. Looks like the pocket watch on his desk. That is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it, cleric. It will surely prove useful to you. Got it. Don't. Yeah, let's get out of here. I take this. Oh, is this my spell book? Why would I want that? Father's name appears to be Calum de Minori. You do. It's highly annoying that you seem to have lost your memorization. Find a spell scroll. Maybe you could buy it somewhere. It's fairly common. Okay, leave it alone. I guess I could have tried to read it. No. You have no idea what this means. Okay, never mind. I thought I was supposed to pick up, like, my spell sheets or whatever. I picked up incense. That's not spell sheets. Yeah, that's a lot of yeah. Power is not born of blood, nor inherited by the fortune of birthright. It is cultivated in the crucible of the mind, refined by the fires of discipline, and sharpened by the relentless pursuit of knowledge. I didn't mean to become a politician. What? What just happened? My toe hurts. Sorry, I just got distracted because I just, like, touched my toe and I was like, ow. And, well, now I'm afraid it's, like, fucked up. Like, it hurts. Yeah, ouch. It's a very minor political party, so, like, this is the Democrats. The Nationalists are the Republicans, this is the Democrats. I don't want to be either. I would rather die. Shut the book. These stories shape reality, for the mind does not distinguish a tale from a real-life lesson. These are but the same. Interesting. Like, is that... I'm not sure if I agree with that sentiment. Out of the tales, you see the one you remember the most. The one about the gnome and the titan. Was that David and Goliath? David and Goliath medieval fight? The gnome and the titan? Read A Little and the Large. Oh my god, I'm not reading all of that. Like, I will read all of it, but I'm not reading it aloud. Kyber was furious, his great form trembling with rage. Continued to the verses. Thrick lum chum, who dare brings fire to where none should come? Ashes taint my scared misspeak. Small one, lest you be missed. Squinting through the fog, scratched his head. Fire. No, I've no fire to share, no flame do I bring, nor ash to bear. For in the dark I see clear as day, to those who can't, that need the flame, they say. Thrick lump chum, what nonsense from your tongue does come? To who is it that needs this blaze, that blackens my mist and dims my days? Is this Dr. Seuss? Will question thee, who needs a flame, to light their path and stoke their flame? Perhaps it is Issa, the king, whose fires to your valley bring? A red dragon of Ascon within the Mist Titan. Titan, turn for the gigantic creatures who first inhabited and shaped Jor's realm. Thrick Chum, the dragon's days are surely done. Guide me, gnome, to where he lies. Together we shall dim his skies. The story goes on to wax about the friendship sparked between this eldritch titan and the silly little gnome as they sought out Aestus on his throne. The ancient red dragon then falls to the titan's might after Abacus accidentally guides him to the correct location. Accidentally? How do you accidentally guide someone to the correct location? Were you SMHing about my toe? One of those classic stories every child in Askin is told growing up. Close it. Okay. Toe. Why you spell toe with a W? Jail. Jail, jail, jail. I thought you were confusing toe and toe. On the first page, a short message is hand-scribbled in the corner. My belief lay in the collected humanity of Norvik. May you remember that from this collection, with honor and grace, Pilly D. Is this a handwritten message from the second patriarch himself? Protect this book with your life. This is a sacred artifact. Read the foreword. A dream of unity under Earth. This person is how their values. There's another train had to go to forms. Great. You've read this before, but you do get a better sense of what this all means now. This is some sense of plea, a stern suggestion for every human in Norvik to lose any sense of former tribal identity. To embrace a new one, a Norvikian spirit. To give away the old and embrace the new. It is not a completely bad mood to united folk to build commonality to lower inequality, although, of course, there were many direct ways the state at the time made sure that the old did not remain in the shadows, violence and oppression at times. Well, I don't really fuck with violence and oppression. The text directly explains how a new Norvikian culture will help the city grow and fight against inequity and injustice through unity. Generous and not hoarding wealth, among other things. Then finally it does touch upon the connection with dwarves as well, and how the Norvikian spirit is not contained within humans only. That's a long-ass foreword. Yeah, it's like 5 pages. Old man likes to ramble. I went with you to foreign shores, my lord, my guard. I pray you keep from harm the beast each shard, a proof of your devotion. Thus I give myself to your folk. I give my land for a home at the river and that sliver of land. To vanquish the beast who roam, the evil who lair, the fires that burn. To build a life along the river. Every shepherd knows the song. It bellows up the river. Earth lives in that sliver of land. I keep wanting to say silver. My dyslexic, Close the book. This is a really great book. This book does not deserve your toxic presence. The fuck did I do? This is very confusing. I'm just putting back the book. I agree. I agree. Why is my presence toxic to the book? What did I do? I'm just putting it back. Let us forget this for now. Okay. Let me go. I guess that's not mine to be meddling with. Not my fate, because I apparently can't die, or whatever the fuck. Some is still usable. This is a vampire for certain, right? Like, he looks such like a vampire. Okay. Wait, questing tree. Whoa, I have seen skill trees, but I have never seen a quest tree. That's crazy. I can't, like, track any of this or nothing. I didn't mean to, like, become Arcanist. Like, what? How the fuck did I manage that? Yes, I am very clear about the fact that I should be the God Wizard King. River Takey. What if River did not take ye? Okay, so I guess, like, okay. Around the amphitheater scene, you see a number of dwarves hard at work. They're constructing a banner of some kind, carrying a bright green flag. The banner of Asgel, the Fool. One of the dwarves stands to you with a furrowed brow. He appears to be in a staring contest with the orc on the other side of the theater. Oh, oi, Mr. Cityman, he calls out as you approach. We've made it clear already, we're not moving, not one bit. He shoots you a shit-eating grin. What's going on here? Just working. The boys will be done soon enough. You hear the other doors laughing behind him. Nothing illegal going on here. Nothing at all. He's only saying that because he's had to defend himself quite a lot lately. I don't know, that's giving like something illegal is going on. If I were to say I'm not doing anything illegal, definitely not doing anything illegal, it would just make me believe more so that I am doing something illegal. Nothing illegal, huh? We have the papers. Nothing illegal at all. A half-truth. They are both guilty and innocent, just like you. One of the older dwarves spits on the ground next to him. You even know who talking to, child? This here be Alphas of the Bon Embers, a foreman in the Asgilist movement of Norvik. He's done more good than all of you Earthgord combined, a true speaker for Asgal. Damn, that's a lot of good. Simi exaggerates. He gives the old dwarf a stink eye. I'm not in any way proud of my heritage. Nobility is just a poisonous hierarchy. Alright, King. Anti-nepotism king? Typical talking points. He grins. Just wanted to make that clear. Don't mention the whole noble thing. It'll just piss him off, unless you want that. You boys setting up a play or something? About this Asgal. What about him? Like, he's Asgal, the great, the kind, our liberator. Is this a religion? Most certainly not. He scoffs in your general direction. Is it a cult? I don't know who you've been talking to, Mr. Cityman, but let me assure you, Asgal was no god, or demigod, or anything related to it. He was a simple man with a dream of a fair and just society. Nothing more. You boys setting up a play or something? A play? We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening, workers across Tolstad will gather to hear the word of Asgal. Transfers to work, and no one's going to stop it! You hear laughing coming from across the theater. Papers, Alphas! He almost turns back to you. So, what you want? What's the problem here? He shakes his head. Where to even begin? So, it is forenoon. I get the lads together, and when we arrive, that accursed woman is standing here. The dwarf shudders. She starts complaining. He reaches for something in his pockets and takes out some documents. We show her the papers. And the papers are no good, she says. Bah! Real convenient, I say. No, there's nothing wrong with these papers. We are in our right to speak out against tyrants and Burghers. I would like to speak out against the Burghers. Burghers, a Borgare. The craftsmen, merchants, and notably higher standing citizens in comparison to those of rural roots. Fuck it, yeah, eat the rich. They are. Bureaucracy. Yeah, fuck that. So she's wrong about the documents. Of course she is. She's a liar, that one. A filthy liar. Alphonse nods and grunts. Terrible liar. Can't even get the words out. Can I see the papers? I could do 8. 17? Hell yeah, I can do 8. Period. Just tell them you're an expert and that you're on their side. I'm an expert. Yes, also I'm on your side. He repeats louder. Are you now? Now hit him with, I'm your best shot at getting out of this. The dwarf grumbles. His eyes go from you to the orc behind you. Dwarf. Stout, short, hairy, loves to dig and build. You know the drill. Hint, drill. They built most of Norvik and have a long history with the Earthwalk. Hint, drill. The dwarf sighs and grabs something in his pocket. Gaining experience. I trust you with these documents, City Man. Tell us we're in the wrong. I dare you. Because we're not. The older dwarf joins in. I guess I can check it out. Let's see what's actually going on here. Okay, I'll take a look. Okay. Examine. It's quite light, so some kind of magazine paper. Unrolling it reveals a short statement about political rally at the Zero Square. Permission of public gathering accepted. It says in big letters at the bottom, followed by signature. Tolstad Magistrate, Nicholas Darrow. The actual text uses an archaic and typically... Yeah, I should be able to... I'm eating these intelligence checks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You scan the text again, checking for spelling, phrasing, and terminology. It is perfect, not a single error, except the date. It says the rally is supposed to be held on the 16th. The document is perfectly legal, but it's expired. Yeah, it's expired. Never. I don't like it. Oh, how come? Because it's a legal document? Duh. I could just say I don't like it because of bad vibes. Fascinating. About the rally. Yeah, these papers expired, like, last week. I know, but the date is just a mistake, you see. I personally had this signed with the magistrate 2 days ago, after this supposed expiry date. It happens. He grunts. Bah, the dwarf shouts the names there. It doesn't matter. Whether Darrow fucked us or not, we're here and they can't make us leave. I'm just here to observe. He spits on the ground. Fanscap. Fanscap, a dwarven word meaning something along the lines of devilry. Common curse word. That was a swear word. You could tell because of the way he said it. Yeah, you have fun with that. I don't really feel the need to interject of any sort. Now where was the... God, I have a lot of incense. The orc observes me with great interest. Hello, orc. Engage. On the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. It looks like she's waiting for something, or someone. Okay. Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives you a wry smile, her tusks are gleaming. She kinda bad. Hey, yo. Not just physically imposing, this orc knows how to exert power in other ways as well. You spot the merchant's mark on her jacket sleeve, a heart with the initials of the Norwegian Free Strider Regiment. What's this? Not often we get Earthguard around here. She presents her palm to you. Fury is my name. I'm Second Command Guild Agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you. Yes, the handsome orc lady wants you to say a name. Make sure she knows you are a cleric. Do not grab her hand. Makes me want to grab her hand so bad. I'm just gonna start. I'm literally just gonna call myself the cleric, and I want to be the God King wizard. That's the playthrough we're building right now. I'm the cleric, actually. Apologies, not Earthguard, cleric. I assumed the term was interchangeable. You lean a little further into being a cleric. Gain. I didn't know that was a class either. I'm confused at what all influences what. I'm just being a silly guy. I'm not trying to be so serious. But I'm supposed you're not all, she says, waving toward esoterically attuned. She accepts your annoying correction with a smile. Probably means she sees you as no threat at all. A mere puppy. She shoots you in the smile, waiting patiently for you to say anything. What's the deal with the dwarves? Oh, them. Complicated as anything. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my precious day if it wasn't for them. But in short, they're holding an unlawful assembly, and they won't let me take a look at the document proving it. Not frustrating at all. Explain to me from the top. It's all just an inconvenience. These lovely Eslas decided by themselves to hold a rally here on this lovely little circle square. Unfortunately, the permission of public gathering are PPG. And you're just sitting here because, simple really, these dwarves are ignoring my call to disperse, so I'm here as a witness. If they do not leave by sundown, they will be fined and or arrested. You don't sound like a fucking free strider, you sound like a fucking narc, if I must say so myself. Like a real fucking narc. Major narc vibes. What the fuck? My mouse just came off my screen. Somehow I opened Epic Games. Oh my god. Computer blowing up in 3, 2. Anyways, the entirety of the trespassing. God, you're annoying. You might be bad, but you are a fucking annoying snitch. I'd have an assistant do it, or a secretary, but especially in the election coming up. Arrested by whom? You, perhaps? The monopoly on violence here on Tolstad is more of an oligopoly. It'll be a roll of the die to see who gets employed to handle these rude dwarves. Maybe some goblins. The city of Norvik allows us to employ mercenaries for extra legal enforcement, but the company likes to avoid that in most cases. As you can imagine, mercs tend to lack that finer touch. Sounds like trouble. Trouble would be at least exciting. This is just dull. Work. Or English origin. They're rare in Norvik. Most of them can be found in Feltire. I'll solve this. Oh, did you now? Brother in blue. Whoa, 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 whoa! Fuck 12, A-cab, fuck the cops, among other things. She's definitely hiding something, but dare you risk to pry? Ooh. Do I try it? Like, I feel like that's not happening. Fuck it, we ball. Oh, right, exactly! Nice, nice, nice. You don't give a shit about the law. She stopped smiling. I'm an agent of change, so the law is infallible as long as it too can change. Oh. The dwarves are stubborn, you know this. Leave this place. The dwarves will not hold their rally. They are proud, but they are not stupid. Were you to go away amid soft defeat, they will not hold their rally. They will leave as well. She comes to confidence. You speak this with such confidence. You know it as well as I do. I never liked diplomats. She stands up, her figure towering over you. Little earth guard or cleric or whatever you are, tell your friends they win. I'm done playing. She stares into the slits of your helmet. Don't expect any assistance. She releases you from her grip with a foul expression on her face. Then she walks away, down the stairs. I mean, she's just trying to be like a fucking, like, I don't know. I wasn't fucking with her vibe. Amazing work to just have her walk off like that. I've never seen an Earthguard dispense justice in such a guided manner. Truly a wonder to behold. You stupid fuck. I was right. Okay, well, that was fun. I'm not even sure, like, who I totally, like, side with, but, like, as far as ideology goes, but she was not representing herself well. So I definitely knew I didn't want to fuck with her. Like, she was kind of being icky about it. Take root. What does this do? Oh, I didn't see you were getting in bed. Are you still here? Can you hear me? A dozen dwarves and an orc walk into a tavern. The orc turns to the tavern keep and says, "Hey, give me a large one." Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. My phone. It fell. Fuck. Let me recalibrate. 1 second, I gotta mog. Mogging. Mogging ensues. Hi. Good night. I love you. I did not see that until right now. Dirt turns to the tavern keep and says, "Hey, give me a large one." The tavern keep says, "Please don't turn this into a joke." These are real people you're talking about. What's going on here? Let me continue. So the dwarves go. The dwarves have struggled as a minority for decades. They deserve respect, nothing less. No, really, what's going on? You're divided, but truth will be achieved. Whatever. Look, the gist of the story is the orc is hard at work improving this shitty little city. Dwarves are annoying and stupid. Got it? You believe for a second the orc wants the city to improve? No, you've seen too much to ever believe such a lie. This is some kind of debate, eh? The orc is with the free stars, right? So she's with the good guys. The dwarves are assless. That means they like poor people, thus making them the good guys. Kind way to put it. The revolutionary free strider will bring freedom, democracy, and riches to Norvik. Anyway, people in the east have overthrown the old wizards and gods. Resources slowly curved. Now it's time to finally join the free cities and get rich. Oh, let's focus on each of those points, one at a time. Oh, come on. Freedom. Free Strider would only focus on helping the rich, and so on. They do like that, but they're really corrupt also. Ridiculous. So, are the Free Striders the Democrats? Like, people who like democracy and getting rich? That feels like a Democrat. Riches. They might bring a lot of money into the city, but it's always going to the factory owners and already rich folks. Yes, because they actually work. This is silly. Without free striders, you'd probably be a farmer. Who the fuck wants to be a farmer? Farming is good, healthy work. Don't change the subject. I feel like I should make a decision here. Yes, you must retain the spirit of the Asgelian Revolution. I guess the ever-growing wave of capitalism. With this feat, you restore 1 hit point for every hour that passes. Greed ain't so bad. To be able to unlock a better life for yourself, who wouldn't want that? You should choose Money Talks. With this feat, you gain 50% more crowns on pickups. Yeah, we'll do the spirit and speech. Okay, well, that was fun. So, this kind of sounds like the Walking Dead music in a weird way. Okay, where am I going now? I cannot walk up whatever these are. I thought I could walk down somewhere over here. Yes. So this is where the lady was. What is this? They believe in their dragon queen. Such worship should be encouraged, if only it was for Earth instead. It represents a devotion, albeit in an asinine way. Paste on it, surface is smooth. This is no cheap dwarven rock. This is a gate-era architecture disguised among the rest. The esoteric urge. Guys, I'm getting my esoteric urges again. Who the fuck is this? Braxo Pencilwing. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. His wings flutter faintly in the wind. He's just a little guy with wings, reading his little newspaper. The fiend throws a quick glance your way. He's annoyed. Hey, little guy, why aren't you on my shoulder? I'm not asking him that. That feels fucked up. What you reading? Sigh escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. The paper's actually a torn page from a magazine. I like the funny pictures. I believe the fiend is being sarcastic. I like the articles more. You can read. Congratulations. Horrifically snide mark. I like this devil already. Wait, he says, leaning in to get a good look at you. Earthguard, a cleric. Divine mission. The usual. Very well, I won't get in your way. I am, for one, am very happy to see your presence. Happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since the city let the goblins and free striders run amok. Oh no, the devil's a kiss ass. We need some damn order in this place. Wise words. So if you need any legal advice, just let me know. He gives you a tiny, sharp smirk. You should be aware of the fact that this is literally a devil. A good little devil. Should I invest in stocks? You hear about the tea shop? Yeah, of course. Pretty hard to miss when flying past Tolstad. What's your take? It blew up. Not sure what else you want to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly, I haven't seen a blast zone like that since the Coast War. The Coast, also known as Jor's Realm, is a strip of land divided into 8 bands. Yeah, I've already read this. And you didn't hear this from me, but that's failure. The scorch marks look like those from a fireball, but not the kind you get from Trigger Happy Pit Fiend. We're talking high level wizard stuff. Pit Fiends are known to cast 3rd level fireballs at will. Be careful, cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about it for a few more seconds makes it clear that it's all a big cover-up. Wouldn't be the first time a city trained spellcast goes a little off the hinge. Uh... A fiend, huh? Don't look at me like that. Worst thing I can do is turn into a bat. And an abnormally handsome bat, of course. Should I invest in stocks? Oh. Oh. I do not give nor have ever given investment advice, but I should ask, have you ever bought shares before, Cleric? I don't I don't think so. I don't know what that is. I don't share with anyone, little red man. I feel like I'm not trying to be degrading. I don't think so. Okay, some basics then. Is he gonna teach me about stocks? Oh my god, it's actual stock speak. Popularized by late Divine Era human adventurer companies, a share is essentially a percentage of ownership of a certain venture. Could be a guild, could be a company, or a specific adventure. Something that is supposed to grow over time so you can increase the value of your securities in that venture. It's a risky way to increase your capital without actually doing any real work. God, this devil is good. Learn from him. Well, could people buy stocks in me? Where can I buy stocks? You can buy shares directly from a venture trader. Basically, someone can give you a piece of paper that says I owe you with some legal information on it. Or you can go to a trade hub. I don't think the Tolstead Exchange is open until after the election, though. So, should I buy stocks? Look, there are rules in place. Norvik has laws governing what one can and cannot suggest when it comes to financial agency. Your government has laws to protect people of lower than average intelligence from being tricked by those with ill intent. Sure, I spend about 40% of my income in risky ventures. Sometimes I even get paid in securities, which is nice since I won't have to pay any middlemen. If people buy stocks in me, the little red devil stares at you. If you were to set yourself up as a venture, then maybe, I mean, if you convince someone to invest in you, without breaking any laws regarding investment advice, I'd be impressed, so why not? Okay, that's enough about this. What about alignment? Ah, yes, the overrules morality. Norway does not moralize over alignment officially, nor does most of the city states across the coast. And you being devil, yes, you're evil. Oh yes, indeed, it is pretty easy to spot. He flaps his wings. It can be pretty discriminatory at times. People seem to have their worst interest in mind just because I'm ontologically evil. You don't have their worst interest in mind? Look, evil is not some objective thing. It's entirely internal in line with George's subjective opinion. These are good people. There are good people who ruin the world and evil folk who do their best to maintain it. That's the deal. Oh my god, I can't stop burping. Okay, well, that was certainly an interesting... I don't want to go to the Goblin Garden yet, I do not think. Who are you? Can I interact with you? I cannot. What is this? Oh, yes, I wanted one of those for some reason. What the fuck? I can't read that. You find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. His clothes are fit for a Reedsian trader, and his haircut is fit for an Ascony nobleman. A superficial fellow. A little weasel. Let me guess. You're the cleric. The cleric, yes. Yes, I am the cleric. That's me. He nods, looking tired and annoyed. The path of being a cleric is becoming even more familiar. I'm Snell, runner and handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you. I thought that not me doing cultural, like, not me being insensitive. Now that's that's a good excuse. Just dust yourself off. Sorry, I'm getting into it, so I'm not reading. I didn't, like I would say, I did not want to go down there yet. I didn't mean to, like, get myself stuck into going down there. I wanted to see what is in this other direction. An esoteric effect. This is so nice. I wish I was talented. What the fuck just disappeared? Maybe I should go to her first. I don't know. I don't want to get, like, locked out of anything. Like, does this... What is this? Okay, I should go see her. We can come back. We can come back. I think I don't want to make her mad. It's like urging me to do it, so I should just go do it. I feel rather confident that we will be able to come back. If we're not, that's fucked up. Where? What? Huh? What? What am I doing? Beware her illusion. She's eluding me? Where? I'm confused. He was like, go talk to her. But I ain't seen nobody. Go talk to who? Who's this? That's another way down. I'm confused. Oh, am I supposed to be confused? Is that the T here? A tunnel to the river. Like, is that the illusion? Is that this place is hard to navigate? Because I could see such things being true. Huh. Where are you, goblin lady? This is quite confusing. To the lower layer. Wait, so what? Oh, you're up there. I did not see you up there. You blend in. I was assured by your masters, the top brass of the palace itself. Her words are trained in disdain. Her voice causes you to shiver. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human. Why am I sitting here waiting? Tread lightly. You need her on your side. Make sure she knows you're on hers. Whatever. She does not feel like mauling you now. You're dancing on a fine line. Hers is a frightful presence. You need to stand. Do not let her impact your stature. You can't take this much longer. You need to get out of here. Oh, I'm frightened. I'm frightened. I ran away? What? Why did I run away? More or less. There I see him, cleric. Uh-oh. Please do not run away again. What? I'm sorry. Not me just freaking out and fucking dipping. She is containing her rage. Amazing. The lady's trying to not scare you off again. Maybe she'll actually be nicer to you now. You see Snell panting next to the throne. He's been running around for nearly an hour looking for you. The goblin is dedicated. You'll give him that. I apologize. Yes, yes, whatever. Let us continue. Keelan believes the Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. Yeah, fair enough. or was, rented out of a corner of the central floor just with the holes next to the pillar. That means it's part of the core foundation of this island fortress, therefore the property is legally an underground rental unit, he says, bowing his head, lady. People have been handling that damn crow's contract for years. But no, suddenly when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises to deal with it, to clean up even. No, still it's the city's business, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. Can I say it sounds shady? Like, I agree with her, it sounds shady. Normal business in Norvik, and don't get me started on the actual effect this has on my people. Smell, she says, and beckoning towards the comely goblin. Oh, Snell. He approaches the roots and takes a bow, Lady Sageleaf. The magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone to actually investigate the scene. How can know that? You want to check it out yourselves, of course. Lady glances at him, to which he responds by making a nervous face. He's embarrassed. The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. Alright, we got all this fucking medieval shit, like, all this made-up stuff, made-up names, and then we don't have made-up months? The 21st of March. Like, that just took me out of it so bad. Like, make up a month. The 21st of, like, something. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, the 20th, the 21st dawn of the third month of the, like, something, like, I don't, the 21st of March, like, all this big medieval words, and then we're using, like, a normal ass month. Thank the gods. The gods, she says, her voice almost purring. I wonder, who are the injured? Yes. A fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have some conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, he looked like one of them dungeoneers you hear, a real adventuring man, end quote. Another said he was looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Water Lane. Dungeon or Water Lane? Both sound like Trumbull. Inside at the time. A dungeoneer. If you believe it, that comment was from one of the militia members. Could be smart to check the city below, just in case, despite the dangers. Yes, much to be considered here. Much to be considered. Fancy yellow outfit? I'm assuming some type of Reetsian fashion. You could tell on his voice that he's leaving out a "but who fucking knows" at the end. Was he inside at the time? I doubt it, considering the state of the building. Why was he there? We don't know. Anything else you do know? Sal gives a nervous look to his master before answering. We have theories, but we need proof. Lady raises his mind. The veiling has begun, cleric. Secrets in the ashes, corruptions, madness. She calls it her wooden throne. Politics! Rambling of fools. Bureaucracy wears her down. It's clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster. Someone who cannot go unpunished. Justice. Yes. A spell would indeed be the only logical answer for such destruction. I certainly hope so. I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge Tribe and the Earthguard City Cleric shall investigate the tea shop on Pillow Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature, foul or fair, shall escape my rage. The words seep from her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. The dragon has spoken. Not solemnly. She looks upon you with a grim expression. Snell? Yes, Lady Sageleaf? You're the handler of this case. You've worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. Oh la la. Ooh la la, complimented by his queen. I want you to represent the tribe in this venture. His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric. Together you will have access to both Upper and Lower Tolstad. You're going to have the pretty boy around? Damn, I thought this was going to be fun. His expression is that of shock. He did not expect this. Do not disappoint me, Snow. It appears you've received a party member on your divine mission. Said it had to be a damn goblin. Sad it had to be a damn goblin. I'm not specious like you, String. I don't like that this inner voice is supposed to be representative of me, because I do not agree with this guy. At all. She grins. Yes, you are. Don't take this up for it. First priority is the tea shop. We need to gain access. Your new goblin companion gives you a quick way. Let's go, cleric. It's not as short as a companion. You can speak with him if you need to help finding your way across Tolstad. I'm kind of curious how long this game is. How long to beat Esoteric Ebb? 20 to 25 hours. Yeah, that's a quaint little... That's a fun little amount of time. You should thoroughly investigate the tea shop. You should investigate the tea shop thoroughly. How do I gain access to the tea shop? Talk to your boss, Darrow. And the goblin size. You know the massive pillar reaching endlessly into the sky? Yeah, just west of that. Cool, got it. And we should also look for that list. Yeah, our Frank, dressed in yellow. He winces. God, that's funny. Either over on Waterlane or down the city below. Yeah, the port or the dungeon. I suggest the port since it's slightly less life-threatening. Generally speaking. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Neat. Leave. So I want to go down to the river, because that's where I fell in, apparently, and see if there's, like, any of my shit down there. Excuse me. Okay. Going towards the holes. Smells like that's where we just came from. So... Yeah, I thought this was going to take me to the river. Seems to have been untrue. That's where we came from, right? That's a snail. These are doors that I can't walk into. What is this? Ooh, Snell's house.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. One time, yeah. I'm not here a lot. He's dressed like this. The goblin laughs. I'd argue it's much better than usual. One time I was on a date, brought her back here. A girl? What? And what do you mean by that, Strength? And what do you mean by that? What is... And what do you mean by that? What is surprising that it's a girl? One second. Little drink break. Uh, uh, what the fuck? Sorry, I got distracted. Erm. Terrible idea. The date was already going poorly. Imagine her expression when she steps in. There's a pile of reports all over the floor, a block drain in the kitchen sink, and 15 confiscated bowls of pixie dust piled in the corner. Took her 10 seconds. This is one of his favorites. He tells this to everyone. Should I say it? A girl? Yeah. Back when I was still looking for that sort of thing, you know, getting tied down and so on, in the metaphorical sense. What about you? The question cuts a little tiny holes in your inside skull. Clerics are popular, right? Avoid, abort, alert. Oh, fuck. Oh, yes. I've been focused on the halfways and whatever the old lady needs of me. He laughs. I ask myself that same question sometimes. I tell you to look at it from a goblin perspective, but let me put it like this. Lady Sage gave me an option of railroad tracks. I get to help my people and get real fucking good at it. So for now, I'm going to keep doing it. Better than getting bored, that's for sure. This is definitely not the type of job that ever leaves you bored. He grins. And anything else you want to chat about, or can we get going now? I kind of like him. He's a fun little guy. How much is the rent? Not so bad, thanks to the lady. She looks after her own. What? That's illegal. We're not trusted. Discrimination laws, goblin public force but for those ran out way before I was born, so most kids just fall into crime. The clearest path at least, he sighs. Imagine you're a goblin kid. You spend most of your days in a warren with 20 others your age. There's barely any resources to actually teach you all the human stuff we're legally forced to be taught. If you're lucky, you've got one parent with a stable income. Otherwise, you'll be living in the dormitories. No support system, no chance to integrate into the city you're supposed to be living in. You're lucky, blah, blah, blah. Then you bring home an having bunch of crowns for your mom and pops. What are they going to do? Turn their little kid in? Or accept the only major income the house has gotten in months. Maybe they'll even encourage you, push you to get real friendly with the local runner. But it's not like that in the halfways. It's complicated, but the halfway bridge tribe is classified as a syndicate. We run things in a similar sense to the Ishki and the NMBT, except we do things strictly by the book. We don't run drugs for one. We keep our lane free of smuggling. Most importantly, we keep the youth out of it, and we keep the other tribes at an arm's length. Lady Sageleaf is real draconian in that regard. Everyone, and I mean everyone in our tribe, gets a job and a good salary. Queen shit? Queen shit? We've tried pushing this method, our support systems onto other tribes, but it's hard. But it's hard and not always popular. With the small, annoying cultist tribe of Tolstad, after all. He sighs again, so it is what it is. What a rant. Young goblins, young humans. Seems to be no difference when it comes to the solution. A purpose and a place. That's all they need. Good to know. Yeah. You live here alone? Yep. You like living here? It's central, right next to the garden. It's all I really care about, although the ventilation system is pretty sweet during those colder months. Doesn't get lonely. I don't spend much time here. It's a cool place. Thanks. How long have you lived here? He glanced at the ceiling. I don't know. 3 years? 4? God, has it been that long? Hmm. What? I live with my mom. I don't want to tell him that. Oh, cool. Guess clerics are well taken care of, huh? We sure are. We sure are. Cool. Thanks for the talk. Oh, yeah. What is this? Mm, so do I... Do I go here? We'll go there. I'm okay with being like perma shit at dexterity. Oh. Project Visualizer helps me keep track of jobs. You can check it out if you want. You're good at this. Thanks. It's what I do. Once we're finished, I'll make sure to compile it into a proper report for the old lady. Interesting. I like this guy. That's definitely worse. Come on, let's have a buddy nap. Even worse. Look at the mattress. A buddy nap, a buddy nap. I guess let's get out of here. I think I'm probably gonna call it there. Oh, yeah, is this save? Save. Thanks to everybody for coming out.